This tutorial is on window management in wasta-Linux. What you're seeing here toward the bottom is a typical situation with several windows open. It makes it a little difficult for users to sort out which windows are active and how to switch between the windows to keep things organized. So I wanted to show you a few alternatives available to you today. We're going to cover the window list applet, the Alt-Tab switcher, window overview, Workspace Overview, and Workspace Shortcuts. First, when you have a situation like this with several windows open, the most simple way to see all of the available windows, if your taskbar is overly cluttered like this is now, is to use this icon to the far right of your taskbar. This is simply called the window list applet. It shows a full name of each open window, and you can choose any one of those to then go to that window. Very simple, yet not very stylish. There's other alternatives available to you. If you look on your keyboard, you'll find a key labeled Alt, A-L-T. Hold that key down and also press your Tab key. I'd recommend using your thumb for the Alt key and use your index finger for the Tab key. Here you switch between each open window. Notice there's a nice preview below as well, so you can confirm you're getting the correct document. For each time I hit the Tab key, I will move forward one open window. Try it again, hold Alt, hit the Tab, and select another window. Alt, holding Alt, hitting Tab, hit Tab again, hit Tab again. So this is the Alt-Tab switcher. One other option to you, again available only through keyboard shortcuts, just to keep beginning users from getting a little disoriented or confused, is to again hold this Alt key, A-L-T, and also press the Control key, CTRL. Once those two are pressed, hit your down arrow. Now we have a nice overview of all open windows. You can then use a mouse to select a window you'd like to move to. Let's try that again. Or you can actually, even from here, close open windows. See this X here? Let's close it. If you don't want to select a window, you can just hit the Control, Alt, and Up arrow, and it'll go back to your previously selected window. Again, let's try that again. Control, Alt, and down. Simply click the window you would like. Control, Alt, down. You can use your mouse, your arrow keys to move to the current focused window that you would like to select. So this is the Windows overview switching. Now, similar but a little different is the Workspace overview switching. This is the same as the window overview switching, except a little bit extra. Hold Control and Alt again and hit your up arrow this time. By default, there are two workspaces in wasta-Linux. This allows you to organize windows on each different workspace to keep them a little better categorized. Notice on Workspace 2, I only have one application running, one window. Let's do that again. Control, Alt, up arrow. Move back to our cluttered Workspace 1. Again, back to the workspaces. What I can do is move windows between the workspaces here to get them a little more organized. Let's put these pictures here onto the Workspace 2. I'm just simply clicking and dragging from Workspace 1 to Workspace 2. Now if I go back to Workspace 1, just move your mouse and click. You'll notice I only have 6 open windows now. A little more manageable in reading. Back to Control-Alt-Up arrow. Another option with workspaces is to simply create another one. There I click the plus, and I have a third workspace. Maybe I want to put my my email and my web browser down in this workspace. Now I've got it a little more under control. So this is the Workspace Overview for switching between workspaces. Now notice that if I don't want to use a Control-Alt-Up arrow to see these workspaces and then click to one, I can directly switch between workspaces by holding those same two keys, Control and Alt, and using left and right arrows. The left arrow will bring me to the workspace to the left. A right arrow will bring me to a workspace to the right. This way you can go through all of your workspaces. Back to the overview again, Control-Alt-Up arrow, the Workspace Overview. You can also rename these workspaces. Here I'll rename Workspace 1 to maybe be called Main. And Workspace 2 I'll call maybe Media, for example. Now when I switch Control-Alt-Left arrow, I see the word Main highlighted to know that I'm on my main workspace. Right arrow, Media shows, so it will show the name of the workspace as you switch directly. Again, this is Control-Alt-Left arrow or right arrow. Last is just a review of what we have done. First, we've gone and looked at the window list applet. Again, that's in the bottom right corner here on your taskbar. Now you'll notice that my open windows are categorized by each workspace. Second, we've looked at the Alt-Tab switcher. Let's try that again. Hold Alt and hit the Tab key. Note now that only the current windows on the current workspace are shown. The windows on the current workspace are the only ones shown. That way you can separate your windows by workspaces and not have the full clutter of all windows in the Alt-Tab switcher. I find that very convenient. Let's go to another workspace and see that as well. Here are the current windows on this workspace. Then we looked at the Windows overview. Again, that's Control and Alt being held at the same time and hitting a down arrow. Again, like Alt-Tab switcher, this will only show the windows on your current workspace, so you can keep yourself a bit more organized. Note that you can change that feature to have Alt-Tab and the Workspace Overview, the Window Overview, show all current windows. That's in the settings, the Cinnamon settings, if you need to change that. System settings, Cinnamon. Finally, what we looked at is the Workspace Overview. Again, the Workspace Overview is selected by holding Control, Alt, and hitting an up arrow. This shows the current workspaces, and you can choose one from there. Okay, thank you for looking at this tutorial. Again, some keyboard shortcuts are your friend. The alternate key, the control key, the arrow keys, and the tab key. Good luck.